We are in Cappadocia, a region known for its ancient cave civilizations and hot air balloon rides.
And we're going to be exploring it for the next 3 days. There are 2 main cities here in Cappadocia. We are in Uçhisar, and we're going to be taking the Pigeon Valley Hike to Göreme.
Let's go!
Start off with a bang. This is so cool. I'm kind of scared though, I'm gonna come down.
So we've been talking a lot about these caves that are famous here in Cappadocia, so I wanted to give a little bit of history. These caves are also known as fairy chimneys because they look straight out of a fantasy book, and they were created millions of years by a volcanic eruption that created all this pileup of ash, and then eventually through erosion, it began to harden and shape into these soft rock called tuff. And then later on, all of the Christians came and turned them into churches and different civilizations, which we're going to talk a little bit more about later, but this is so cool.
What are you doing? Don't follow us. No, this cat's following us now. Pretty dang cool trail, must say.
We should go inside. Maybe there's more art.
Yeah, you can. They have these little trails to go up inside the caves.
Whoa, look up there, Wyatt.
Wow, it's so big. It's a whole nother room.
Yeah.
I could live in here.
It's nice and cool. Wow. We farted in there.
Yeah, I should have done it though.
Farted in there.
In the closed space, sorry.
Boom, look at these pigeonholes.
That's crazy.
So the reason they call this hike the Pigeon Valley Hike is because there are many of those fairy chimneys that are full of pigeonholes. And they did that because they loved pigeons being here and kind of, well, pooping. Because the pigeon droppings were great natural fertilizer for the vineyards here in the area back in the day. So then they would create the pigeonholes to bring the pigeons to then have them, you know. He needs a rope.
If you come to Cappadocia, you have to do Pigeon Valley Hike. It's only like 2 miles and it's breathtaking. You just walk straight through a canyon, flowers, bees, caves, insane rock formations, city views.
We finally made it to Göreme after a long but successful hike. So gorgeous.
We are currently on our way to the open air museum. Beautiful day for a walk through Göreme.
I am really loving the overall atmosphere of Göreme. It has so much more lively aesthetics, you know, like people are walking around more, there's more to do. It's so awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Wow. I love how you're allowed to just kind of explore these cave systems. Pretty dang cool. Open air museum, super stunning, very cool.
Pretty epic. It's so cool to see all of the drawings inside the caves. It helps you to like really visualize what it was like back in the day.
People were laughing at me.
People were laughing, they were like going like
Yeah, the selfie stick is kind of obnoxious.
Chana masala.
Nice. Good.
what a great first day in Cappadocia.
Yeah. We're about to take the bus up from Göreme to the other town where we started actually.
Uçhisar.
We did it.
After a quick walk from our hotel, we are now at Uçhisar Castle.
Yeah, it's the biggest highlight to do in Uçhisar, and it looks awesome. It's like so big and it's full of caves.
Yeah, and then there's mini caves all around it too. Super cool.
Yeah, you can go on top of it, and that's what we're about to do right now. Teşekkürler.
Ben teşekkür ederim. Nasıl bekliyorum arkadan ya.
Teşekkürler. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Now this is 100% the reason people come to Uçhisar Castle. You have 360-degree views of the gorgeous terrain. I mean, come on, amazing. I feel like I can look out for miles. So the Uçhisar Castle is a natural formation of tough rock, similar to the rock that we saw yesterday, and they basically made a military watchtower out of it during the Byzantine and Seljuk era because it's just so large and so tall, and you get amazing panoramic views of Uçhisar. It's so cool. Wow. It just keeps getting better the higher we get up.
Yeah, true. Look at that view.
Boop. You have quite the hole, Wyatt. Trying to take a serious shot and he just has a huge hole in his pants. Yeah. You're covering it. There it is. Overall, Uçhisar Castle, huge success. I think out of all like the tourist places between like the museum versus this, I think this is cooler personally.
Yeah, that was my favorite thing we've done in Cappadocia so far. Teşekkürler. So in Turkey, pomegranate, oranges, and grapefruits are everywhere, but I got a mix of orange, mandarin, pomegranate, granite in Turkish, and grapefruit. Fuel for our hike through Love Valley. Okay, so we're hiking to Love Valley, and on the way we go through this like canyon gorge thing. Very cool, very pretty. There's a turtle. Hey, little guy. This Love Valley hike is absolutely crazy.
Literally everywhere you look is an Instagram shot.
We finally made it to Love Valley, which I'll let you guess, based on the rock shapes, why it's called that. Call me immature, but this is funny. I mean, how often are you surrounded by phallic rock statues that are thousands of years old? I really thought there was only gonna be like 3 or 4 or 5, but look at all these. They're literally everywhere.
Everywhere. So interesting.
And they're all different shapes and different like sizes and different. It's the truth.
Yep. Final stop of today is Taste of Mom's to get some gözleme, which is basically a Turkish crepe.
How are you?
How are you?
Where are you from?
USA.
İHADON.
What's her name?
Aaron.
Aaron. And she started this restaurant?
Yeah.
Nice.
3 years before start.
So we are at Taste of Mom's, which is in Göreme, and basically the woman who makes them, this is actually her home, and she cooks from the little outside area, and then she just brings us gözleme. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like home cooked food here. What we're gonna eat is gözleme, which is a Turkish crepe, and they stretch it out a lot, and then they put it on this like round pan, sort of. It looks like a fisheye. And yeah, we got potato, and she let us film the entire process. It was very fun. Thank you. Teşekkürler.
You wanna drinks? I think you enjoy.
Right on.
You can't really go wrong with bread and potatoes. It's delicious, warm, total comfort food, very filling because it's fully carbs, but I'm really a fan.
I don't think people could design a more Reyka dish.
I love potatoes and I love bread.
Yeah, it's like the exact combo that you love.
It's perfect.
Yeah. He was like, drink, and we were like, oh. He was like, you should try ayran. Apparently it's water with yogurt and salt. It seems like it has the consistency of milk, a little thicker, and then we'll see what it tastes like. It's like cheesy yogurt in liquid form. That is a very interesting flavor. I think it tastes cheesy because they put salt in it too. It's kind of refreshing actually. It's like a thick, refreshing drink, especially for this warmer day. You ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, let's go. This is both of our first hot air balloon ride ever. We're going with the Royal Balloon Company here in Cappadocia, and they are just inflating the balloons now. It's crazy. These things are huge. I'm getting kind of nervous because you're just like gonna be in a basket, but I think it's gonna be epic. And the sunrise is just starting and it's already gorgeous.
Yeah, it's crazy. They have little like fans and then they're blowing it into the balloon. And then I think that after that, then they like put the fire up or something.
Exactly. Here you go.
Oh, balloons.
Here we go.
This literally looks like a desktop background. but it's real. The vibrant colors over the more dusty landscape is super cool.
Yeah.
Cool contrast.
Especially with the morning light. Not only do you have like 100 different balloons of different colors going up and down, but this way you have the sunset and then you also have the natural landscape. Man, I feel like we knocked out the best hot air balloon ride in the world on the first one.
This is a super long ride. They give you a whole hour, and that gives you plenty of time to film, take photos, and enjoy.
Yeah. They're gonna land it on that trailer. That is skill right there.
That's so fun. These guys are the real MVPs, pulling us down.
Yeah. Woo!
The basket, please. Stay in the basket.
Truly magnificent. Now we're gonna go do a little champagne post-flight celebration at 6:30 a.m. Hey!
Cheers!
Not only do they have champagne, they also have chocolate-covered strawberries. Check that baby out. Oh, bravo.
Thank you. We get a medal for completing our trip.
Good job.
And cheers to an amazing trip in Cappadocia.
Thanks so much for watching the end of the video. Make sure to subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.